You see if they do control your subconscious. You got advertising, television, you know, they call us lemmings because we emulate everything they talk about. If they just say something, it's like suggestive hypnotism, like suggestions, and people naturally just like to imitate each other, emulate each other, even if it's like a social conditioning, or if it's normal or not. You know, it might be normal for people just to behave that way. And if they keep them kind of just happy, carefree, where they don't really care about anything, they just want to get paid to be compartmentalized, a part of a bigger picture, then they don't understand how their little job, whether if they're a trucker, if they work at McDonald's, if they work at Walmart, they don't want to understand how they contribute to the larger picture, even if they know and they just live with it. It's like the state's motto does not say just live with it. It says liberty or death, or freedom or death. It doesn't say, oh, I can deal with that, and then I'll go to work tomorrow. It's like, that's why they keep you happy, placid, submissive, domesticated, dumbed down. Diseugenics, dystopia, diseugenics. Like in a fucking idiocracy or something, dumbed down. Stupidity rewarded. They reward stupidity. Look at all the mindless nonsense on TV or even the internet. They say television is dumbing people down. It's like, no, you could watch the Science Channel and become smarter, and the Science Channel probably would make you smarter, but that's the thing. We could use the computer to enlighten ourselves and teach us more. Instead, we use it to dumb ourselves down. And then they'll say the same thing about other things. Like, does a pen make a person misspell? Does a computer make you misspell? In fact, no. It has fucking spelling check and everything else. And then they say, well, that's why we get dumber, is thinks for us. But I think, like any tool, the computer is a tool. You could use it to learn. You could use it to better yourself, or you could use it to dumb yourself down. It's not the computer that's dumbing yourself down. That's the person that's misusing it. But they want you to do that. You know, they come at you with all these bombardment of advertisement, spam, and just nonsense. So in a way, it is kind of, if you let it dumb you down and you are steered, if you're easily guided in the wrong direction, if you're gullible and you are a lemming and you like to emulate trends and you're trendy and you follow trends and you're like, hey, Coney 2012, oh, it's the new trend, I'm trendy, I'm so cool, help the little kids. And it's like, they're not helping little kids. They're not fucking helping little kids. Like, not 99% of that shit just went to that guy so he could go take bath salts and run down the street naked. And everybody's like, no, he's still a good person. No, he can run down the street butt naked and anybody else would be batshit crazy. But no, he wants to help the children. And just watching that, those people don't have any logic. They don't know right from wrong. They don't know up from down, left from right. They don't know their ass from a fucking hole in the ground. It's like they think if they just wish that the world was flat, that must make it so. If more than one person agrees that the world is flat, then it must be true. And who cares about any? Just ignore evidence and blind yourself to the truth. And that's their right to do it. But it's like, if it's just fucking us up and fucking you up, then I don't, the worst thing you could do is, it's like, for evil to triumph, good men simply have to do nothing. If these people choose evil and they want to be evil and then say, well, that's their freedom to choose evil, then it's our right to defend ourselves from that, And if they're not going to do it, we'll do it for them, And I don't care how many fucking lemmings they get. Lemming is not the sharpest tool in my shed. And that's all you got, is a mindless horde of fucking lemons. And it ain't nothing. That's why God created a balance, an equilibrium, because He gave me a brain. And it's like the movie 300. 300 smart, strong, capable people are unstoppable. I don't even think you need that many. I think you need one. Just one. They should have called it One. The One, like Neo. Like, bitch, I'm fucking Neo. They only needed one this fucking time, motherfucker. Fuck you. And all your stupid fucking lemons. If they just want to be puppets to money, if money is influence and influence is power, then you're all just a bunch of fucking puppets to that money, to that reward system, behavior like repetitive, like patterns, like do the same thing day after day, where it becomes mindless and repetitive, and they're like a bunch of functional zombies. And that's not even the bad part. I could handle a bunch of functional zombies. Half of those are unfunctional. They're unthinking. They can't even function. They couldn't even... I can function. There's a difference there. What if you can do something, but you chose to do something for yourself instead of what they told you to do? If you could make your own power, why go to work and pay for the power? You're making your own. If you stay at home and make your own, how can they make you do what they want to do? Or whatever. If you don't approve of that. Now, if you approve of that, and that's what you want to do, that's different. Now you want to do that. But why is it that everybody is forcing other... And then they say, that's what I want. I'm forcing you. It's like, bitch, you're allowed to have an opinion. I'm not allowed to have one, so only your opinion counts. Do what you say, and that's your freedom. And it's like, it's you think no choice is freedom. That's what you think. Freedom isn't not having a choice. And it seems to me that your logic is so fucked, so far gone, that you can't even realize that. You don't even know that, because you don't know anything any different than your ignorance, than your lemmingism. So they've kept you in a prison of your own mind, where you don't know anything different than your get up, go to work, do what you're told, get paid, come home, pay your bills, and you're just like this snake just eating itself, and they're just like taking the energy from that or something. Like they just feed off that or something. Put it in a way maybe you can understand it. Like you're just doing what they want, you know. They want you to buy something from them, and so you do it. You never considered no. You said I had to. No choice, as in you're gonna die if you didn't. And that keeps you in. Where's the man with the whip making you do all this shit? It's that fear that you're gonna die or be homeless. It's like you're not gonna be homeless on a planet that was God gave you and was born to you. Now you might have to fight. You know, you can either give in and be a slave to a prison system like a matrix, or you could like fight back, you know. That doesn't mean like be an unfunctional zombie. It means be functional still, but in the opposite, in an opposition to what you're against, and to be in opposition. If there's a light, there has to be a dark, and without the dark there is no light. You can't silence somebody just because you don't like what they have to say. You have to accept all of it. And if not, then you're just a fucking prisoner, and I hope you fucking know it. You're not as free as you think. You're just dumbed down and kept on an amygdala high, and you don't know anything any different. And instead of listening to what I say and know that something different occurs out there in the universe, there is something different than your zombie fucking life. And that's what I do. I do different things. Good things, not bad things. You think I want to go around doing the bad? I have this thing called a consciousness. I wouldn't really like that. So that's why I'm trying to help myself and help you. And the best way of helping myself is being able to say what I think, have an opinion, not be suppressed for that, to have the freedom of speech, the freedom of thought, the expression of it. But you want to silence this just because I'm not regurgitating the mindless bullshit that you are brainwashed to love. I don't love your brainwashing, and I have the right to not like it. I love things. I don't love your bullshit, and I never will. And you can't tell me love everything all the time. I don't love everything all the time. I love this, I love that. And that's a bullshit lie, to just make you placid, docile, and to accept all the bullshit that's happening to you. I'm not going to do it, and I don't believe it. And I have enough to look inside myself and to know the fucking truth, and to know that you're fucking a zombie, and that I don't have to exactly put up with it. You know, you're allowed to be a zombie or whatever you want if that's your choice, but that doesn't mean you have to influence. I'm not trying to control you. I'm not saying you have to do what I'm telling you. I'm saying do whatever you want, but leave us the fuck alone. And you're not doing that, and you're not going to use a bunch of mindless lemmings to fucking control us, even though you're really going to give it a try. You're going to end up with just not goodness. I don't know. It just ain't gonna be good. And you think that's great. You think fucking like prison is great. You're gonna be like, yay, holiday, FEMA prison, dystopian It's like it's a dystopia disguised as it's like the Metropolis from 1927. That's really freaking awesome. I was watching the remake of it, and I was like, I like it, especially after they redid it. But it's like still the old. They just added some color and stuff, and it's like, that's pretty cool. Okay, you don't even know it. We are under attack. You're about to die, and you don't even know that there's an enemy present. You don't know that there's a war going on, and you're involved, and driving down the street, you're a part of that war. You don't even know it. You're compartmentalized. And you're gonna wake up, because when they're fucking committing mass genocide in the middle of the street, and they're fucking shooting you because you're not a full-blooded fucking saint or some shit, you're gonna see it. It's going to get really fucking real. And I'm not saying I'm even a part of it. I'm saying that they're gonna be fucking killing you and us, and you're just a useful fucking idiot. They only need you to destroy this place. And then after it's destroyed, that's when they practice real eugenics, not dish eugenics. We're in the dish eugenics. That means when they fill out their purpose, we're all dead. And you think that ain't gonna happen? That ain't. Life is wonderful. I live in a complete bliss. I gotta stand up. I'm not talking down to you. I just gotta stand up. And what? I don't fucking have magic tripods and shit, so get over it. You know, these zombies can get away with whatever they want. That's because they have selective enforcement. If you're a useful idiot, they don't care what you do. You're being a useful idiot. That's what they want. So they're going to selectively enforce. If you're an educated, smart, intelligent person, that's where they're going to attack every facet of your life. Because they only reward stupidity. They don't reward intelligence. Intelligence will be self-rewarding at that point. Or when you're smart enough to do something, and you get a reward from that, it ain't going to be from that zombie system of the puppetry where you go to work for them and now you get paid climbing their corporate ladder. If you're climbing your own corporate ladder because you're a fucking genius, and then you hire people, isn't that how free market would work? If I made my own business because I'm smart enough to, they don't want me to do that. That's why they have strict regulations and all this bullshit. So their banks and their corporations and their shit, they don't have to pay taxes. And then if I go to pay taxes, they're gonna tax me so much I won't even be able to make it. But they can do whatever the fuck they want. That's what politics really fucking mean. That's like the John Galt type deal, where it's like he couldn't make his own steel and his own train. They tried to like shut him down and shut him up. And it's like, because they want stupid. They want an idiocracy of control, in a way. I'm in a lot of pain. It's like going through my whole body, and it's like light, it's like throbbing, but it's like real slow. It's like quench. I staple my tattoos on. You see me running in the traffic just to get my groove on. And I pick through the head of my dick. I might slice up my face and my lips. My main artery is begging me to let it flow free. Grab a razor blade, let it bleed. A layer of skin, I peel it back, smack it down with one simple smack. Wednesday night, I got kicked off my bowling league just because I'd show up by the bowling ball and leave. Go ahead, curse me. So I throw my legs underneath moving cars. You got your habit. Cut and slice away with a steak knife. Hit myself in the ankle with PVC pipe. X-Acto blade underneath the fingernail. Bleed, make another cut. Fuck it, might as well. Table Morton salt in an open wound. If it don't burn, you don't know what you're doing. If you fail, just return and start, cause self-mutilation is a beautiful art. I staple my tattoos on. You see me running in the traffic just to get my groove on. An ice pick through the head of my dick. I might slice up my face and my lips. My main artery is begging me to let it flow free. Grabs a razor blade, let it bleed. A layer of skin, ooh, peel it back and smack it down with one simple smack. Wednesday night, I got kicked off my bowling league just 'cause I'd show up by the bowling ball and leave. So I throw my legs underneath moving cars. You got your habits. Cut and slice away with a steak knife. Hit myself in the ankle with PVC pipe. X-Acto blade underneath the fingernail. Bleed, make another cut. Fuck it, might as well. Table Morton salt and an open wheel. If it don't burn, you don't know what you're doing. Self-mutilation is a beautiful art. You know, songs get stuck in your head. How would you like to have that song stuck in your head? I mean, who would make a song like that? Really? And then who would even listen to something like that? Really? You'd be surprised. People are zombie lemming. And that's exactly what they talk about. Follow the leader. People are robots. Wake up from the Matrix and kill yourself. You know, people would get sued if Marilyn Manson made a song about killing himself. I guarantee you he would probably get sued. But ICP, they get away with it. And they even make a song called You Couldn't Be Me. If I became you, you still couldn't be me. Because they were chosen. It's like that vampire Lestat. Like, they just go around choosing certain people. That's how you even get to the Illuminati, as they choose you for some reason. They know what they're looking for, too. Just like when it's like a doctor, as soon as a baby's born, they could just look at it and tell you, oh yeah, your kid has Downs or whatever. It's like they know what to look for. Same thing for them. They got life extension technology. They're like fucking vampires. You know, like Obama. They know how to pick Obama out. They're like, here's our Manchurian candidate. It's like they have Manchurian candidate, and they got like Brave New World Alpha. They're all brainwashed. You see someone like Obama, they're a Manchurian candidate. They're so bad brainwashed they would never know it. And that's the best. It's one of the best ways to brainwash people, is like to create split personality, so that way if they get caught, they're like, tell us what you did. They don't even remember. I guess I probably have to go. It's like even in their song, they're like, I'm not positive and uplifted, fuck you. Walk a mile in our shoes. Experience hard times and pain, heavy do. Freak shit. What I live, what I breathe. Cast out mutant X like these disease. But still, they try to ban the sound, cause supposedly it be wrecking the dead from under hollow ground. You in the dead zone. 10 points. Right before cigarette smoke. Right before your lungs bust. I can't trust them, but I can bust them in half and sit back at all the shit I did. Can you do that? Wigged out serial killer type ball bat. Freak show. I love it though. Put you to the test. We don't die. We get high. That don't matter. I hung myself within the extension cord, high above a Ouija board. It's all because I was afraid to die. And if you think about it, it'll eat you from the inside out till you don't know what to do. I keep falling apart. I never wanted to die. I need something. Someone.
The bullet flew out his neck and up my gun barrel. My finger raised off the trigger and stayed curled. I lifted up off my back and now I'm standing. His fist pulled out of my eye. He's demanding my...